For last video on the power rule here, what I've got, this is called a power of a product problem. And so in this case, what we're seeing is there is a product rule problem on the inside, and then the entire thing is being raised to a power. So when we see a problem like this, what we'll want to go ahead and do first is to begin by simplifying our product that is on the center of the parentheses, and then go ahead and apply the power rule. We'll begin by multiplying our coefficients. I so far have a -1 and just a +1 that would be here. So we get a negative. And then in the next step, we'll do a squared times a cubed, and that gives us a to the 5th. B squared times b is going to give us b to the 3rd. And then I just have c to the 4th left over. It's not being multiplied or combined with any other base c, so we know that that's still just going to be c to the 4th. Now this entire quantity is still being raised to the 4th power. So what we've learned now is that everything inside of the parentheses is going to get that exponent. If it already has one, it's going to be multiplied by it. Now the easiest thing that sometimes people forget is when there's a negative right here, remember that is a -1. So basically that -1 gets an exponent of 4. And -1 to the 4th power, since that is an even exponent, I know that a negative times a negative is a positive. And so for every even exponent that we have, a negative number, or a negative quantity, raised to an even exponent is going to give us a positive answer. And again, that's because a negative times a negative gives us a positive, another negative times a negative gives us another positive, and now I have a positive times a positive. So in that case then, we've got just a +1 as our coefficient. Next I'll take a to the 5th to the 4th power, gives me a to the 20th. My next one then becomes b to the 3rd raised to the 4th is b to the 12th. And then lastly we end up getting c to the 16th. And that is the final answer for this problem.